Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to all those who are new here, and for all my subscribers, welcome back. First things first, my name is Zee, also known as Sunshine Zee, and I'm so sorry. Guys, I am so sorry for this long absence and for not having said that I would be gone for so long. I actually didn't even know I'd be gone for so long. Everything happened so quickly and I didn't get the chance to announce that I'd be off YouTube for a while, and I do apologize sincerely for my absence, and I'll try explain what happened in today's video, so stay tuned. I do hope that you are all doing very well. I hope that things are going well for you. I know it's officially December, hence my attire. You know, I'm in that zone. I'm in the December zone. It's the end of the year, and I'm excited. I hope you are too, and I wish you a fun-filled yet safe festive season. And as we kick off this festive season, I just want to ask you, how has the year been for you? Feel free to tell me all about it in the comment section. What has happened this year? What are you looking forward to for next year? What are you going to be doing for these holidays in December? Well, in South Africa currently, actually things are a bit hectic on the pandemic side. We don't know if they're going to actually have more restrictions. We don't know yet. There might be restrictions, there might not be restrictions. It's a bit scary and a bit weird, and nobody really knows what's going to be happening. But do you have any plans? Let me know about it, because I don't have any plans. I'll be right here, I promise. I'll be right here dropping videos for you as frequently as I possibly can, because I do feel bad about having left you guys so abruptly, you know, without saying anything. And actually the story is not even that hectic. It's nothing, I don't know, it's nothing hectic. I just really did not have the time to, you know, do a short video or anything like that to explain that I'd be gone. But it was for work purposes that I was gone. Everything just happened very quickly, as mentioned. I didn't even think that I would be unavailable. If I did, then I would have let you guys know about it. However, it was just a short work assignment that I had to do, and I did try to take my camera with. I thought I would film, but it just proved to be rather impossible. But the interesting part about what I was doing is that on a daily basis I was talking to people, and I found this experience to be so, I was saying to a friend of mine that this was quite a mind-opening experience for me, because talking to average South Africans in the townships, I spend a lot of time in the townships, in informal settlements as well, speaking to people, just ordinary South Africans, and I'm a better person for having done that. There's a lot that I learned. In fact, perhaps I should do a whole video about all the things that I've learned, or just have a conversation about some of the things that I witnessed and some of the things that I have now been exposed to. And because I've been exposed to certain things, my perspective on certain things is quite different. I see things from a different perspective. And one of the things that stood out for me the most with what I was doing is just the many privileges that I have personally, because in some of the informal settlements I visited during that work assignment, people do not have basic things such as electricity, water. I mean, and this is all in Gauteng, and Gauteng in South Africa is considered to be a rather you know, big city, you know, economic hub, if you will, and yet there are townships where people do not have electricity. And it's, for me, it was just really amazing interacting with these people. It was very humbling. I think it's the most humbling thing I've ever done in my life. It was very humbling. It was very, at times, heartbreaking, at times mind-opening, at times it was fun, at times it was surprising. One of the things that surprised me the most about meeting people is that it's amazing how people who have very little are so willing to give and share the little that they have. I mean, it would really touch my heart when I would go into somebody's house and they would offer me just the little that they had. You know, they didn't have much, but they would be willing to share with me that little that they had, and it really just touched my heart. In fact, it reminded me of something. I know this might sound a bit weird because it's just something that I don't think a lot of people believe in, the goodness of humanity. And that's one of the biggest lessons that I take from this experience that I had, is that I remember when I was in high school and I don't know if it was in the English class. I believe it was in the English class. It couldn't have been in any other class. But anyways, we were studying the diary of Anne Frank. And there's a part where she speaks about how she believes, and I mean, this person was in the worst imaginable position. I mean, her and her family were being hidden, and it's a whole long story. I'll try like maybe link something about that, but a lot of you probably do know the story of Anne Frank. And what stood out for me back then was how she said that she believes that people are truly good at heart. And like I said, her condition and her position at the time, and for her to say that in those circumstances, was just really something amazing. And it always stuck with me, you know, that, you know what, I've come across a lot of people, I've come across a lot of different scenarios, situations, different things, horrible things. And I mean, even in this work assignment, I came across a lot of really just bad situations. However, what still stands out for me personally is exactly what Anne Frank said, which is that people are truly good at heart. People are just, people, especially in South Africa, just have a lot going on for them. However, even with everything that's going on for them, they are warm, they are welcoming, they are open. And you know, when you go to certain neighborhoods, people lock their gates and they don't want to talk to you. But when you go to an informal settlement that doesn't have electricity, people are quick to give you a chair and want to buy you cold drink. And it's just amazing that it would seem as though that the less people have, the more they're willing to share. And I just found that to be so amazing. And that's just a snippet of what I was doing. As I said, perhaps I'll do a different video to talk about some of the lessons that I took from that particular project. But that's what I was busy with. That's what I was doing. And I really am sorry for not being able to say something and communicate. All my social media platforms, for example, I was not able to access those on a daily basis. I was working very, very long hours. I was under a lot of stress. It was quite intense, and as a result, I didn't get the time to, you know, just maybe film a video. I was working weekends as well, so I've really been working very hard. I'm actually quite exhausted from it all, but I said to myself, let me just film a short video, even though I'm feeling quite tired and exhausted from everything. But I just wanted to say I am well, I'm alive. I've just been a bit busy with work, and actually I think in my next video I'll talk about something that I've been wanting to talk about. I was supposed to have filmed that about a month ago, which is how life is like after having left corporate. in October it was a year that I left my job at corporate, and I wanted to talk about that. So maybe that'll be what the next video will be about. I'll tell you about how that year was, how it went, how I thought it would go, and how it went instead. So and I hope you will enjoy the videos that I'll come up with. I don't even know what kind of content to share in December. I know a lot of people will be doing, what's that Christmas vlog thing that they do, and it is, you know, I don't really do vlogs, but I'll try. I don't promise anything, but I'll try get creative and give you as much content as I possibly can. So do stay tuned. I will see you next week. Actually, before I do that, before I close off this video, as you can tell, I haven't done this in a while. Let me do my random fact of the week. So as I said, I did spend a lot of time in the townships, and our nickname in South Africa for townships is Kasi, right? And I got to experience a lot of like the Kasi culture. That's where I got this hat from, you know, like just how things are in the townships. I don't know, it's such a vibe. And there's what I would refer to as sort of like Kasi cuisine, you know, because these are normally food that you wouldn't find in the burbs, you know, food such as spatlo. In Pretoria we call it spatlo. In Joburg I know they call it kota, and I think in different places sometimes they have different names for it, which is basically a quarter of a loaf of bread filled with chips and polony and achar and Vienna or Russians. I'm thinking about that whole Russian confusion thing. But so I got to eat that. I got to eat like pap at the street corners, and you know, I think the one time we had pap and chicken, and you know, just like, you know, Kasi style foods. So one thing I didn't know was that Cappy, so Cappy is a juice. I'll try like insert it here somewhere. I didn't know that Cappy has a bottle juice in like a 1 liter bottle, and in Kasi it goes for 10 rands. I did not know this existed because we don't have it at like Pick n Pay. You don't get it at Pick, I don't know, maybe you do, I just haven't noticed. Let me not say you don't get it there, but in Kasi that's like the cool drink that they offer you most times, and I was like, what is this? So I enjoyed that. And a very random product that I also found there is a product called, it's a snack called Uzis, and it seems that everybody in the townships knows about this snack. It was the first time, I hope it's focusing, it was the first time I came across it, and let me be honest with you, it's very difficult to explain. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a noise now because I want to show it to you. It really just looks so weird. I don't think you'll be able to see it if I do. If I do that, will you be able to see it? So do you see how weird it looks? It kind of looks weird. Like, it looks like, apparently they call it dog maws, and it's like a chocolate filled, it tastes like a cereal that's chocolate filled, and it's weird because it really does not look appealing. I don't know, the people who make this, if any of you is watching this, it really does not look like the most appealing thing. It looks so random and that's what's in my random section for today. And I see here that it's actually produced in South Africa, but I don't know what they were going for. However, it tastes good. It really, it doesn't taste, it's not the best tasting thing, okay, I'll be honest, but it actually tastes good because before you know it, you're gonna go through this packet, and it normally sells for like 1 rand. So yeah, that's my random fun fact for this week, is that in the township they've got a snack. I'm gonna try and see if I can get it from like the big retailers here. I doubt it though, I've never seen something like this, but interesting what goes on in the townships. One of my other favorite things to have was what we call ice block, which is not just a block of ice. It's like a flavored block of ice, and I mean these sell for like 50 cents or 1 rand. So I just found it quite interesting how people in the townships have their own sort of entrepreneurial ways, and it's quite clever because I mean, you know, if you're selling these at 50 cents and to make a bulk of these, and it's hot. I mean, Gauteng is a pretty hot province. South Africa as a whole is quite hot, and it's summer, and if you don't live so far from the schools, when the kids come out from school, they're gonna buy these what we call ice blocks, which are basically ice lollies. And I've done a bit of the math, and you know, I mean, some of the people that I interacted with were actually doing this as a way to support their families. So I mean, think about it, people are supporting their families through selling ice lollies, and that's just how things are in the townships. It's a simple yet very interesting life, and I really wished that I could have taken my camera with me so that you could see this, and perhaps next time if I get the opportunity again, perhaps I'll be able to do that. But yeah, that was my experience, and that is all for today's video. Let me stop myself right here before this becomes an hour-long video talking about my experience. I did have such a good time doing that. I learned a lot, and yeah, I'll share with you as time goes. As always, please do take care of yourselves. Love and light to you all.